What Masters of the Universe figures are lurking on the horizon? Mattel is being cryptic, but as always, we are here to discuss the possibilities, and we have some new TMNT reveals to chat about and more right now on Toy Habits Live.
And before we go live, smash that like button, turn on notifications, and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss a beat.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Toy Habits. I'm Michael.
And I'm the Toy Sorceress, and you're watching Toy Habits Live. How's it going, Michael? I haven't talked to you all week.
I know, no, it's good. It's good. I spent all week away from home, not super far away from home. I was just over in San Francisco, which is about like an hour and 15 minutes away. But I was at this really cool design conference called Config for folks who use Figma, the design tool, out in the crowd. It was basically a conference scheduled around that. So a lot of meetings and people and lots of it was fun ultimately, but I'm tired.
I'm sure you are. Yep. It was a crazy work week for me too, and I am glad to say it's Friday. I'm sure we're all glad that it's Friday. Kind of a weird news week.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. Can't put my finger on it, but I'm happy it's Friday. We got some cool things to report about, and it's fun to sit here and chat toys and hang out with all of you in the chat and be with our toy peeps. So glad to be here.
yeah, me too. Yeah, this is the best part of the week for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I always look forward to our Fridays.
Yay.
So let's go ahead and, speaking of the chat, check in who is all here, and we'll say hi to the crew.
Yeah, thank you so much for the support, crew. So your names are all going to be on the scrolling crawl as we run through the chat. So it's good to see everybody in the chat.
Yeah, so we got Pedro Rivero here. We got Video Power Gaming joining us. Right Hand of Skeletor is here. Crew member Joshua Robbins is joining us. We got crew member Carnage 717. Alpha Tryon 92 is here. We got Chris Owens joining us. Crew member Mint with Card is here. We got crew member Giraffe. How's it going, Giraffe? We got Collector Phil. Rizlor is here. Kevin Florence. Alex Valdez. We got Ralph Riggin joining us. We have Extra Creepy is here as well. And a big congratulations, Joshua Robbins. Wow, 18 months being a member of Toy Habits. You are an amazing crew member. Congratulations on the 18 months.
Apparently, it's his birthday too. Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, yeah, I was going to get to that. So I wanted to give him props for his 18 months and a big happy birthday
to
Joshua. Look who else is here, Michael. We got Toy Stalker in the chat.
Toy Stalker, oh my gosh, has come in the clutch when I am in need of toys. So if you are in need of toys, head over to toystalker.com. He's got a fabulous collection of toys to choose from. So
yeah, I've done some perusing on his site. It's pretty cool. We got crew member Rob 2023 here. Say hi to Mom for us. Hope you're doing well, Dorothy. And we got crew member Joe Coleman here. Happy birthday to Joshua as well. And it is Toy Habits time, people. I took Joe's usual welcome. Yeah, very, very cool. And Joshua is saying thank you to all of us. You are welcome, Joshua. Glad you're having a great birthday. And oh, look, Rizlor just started collecting Origins this year. That's awesome. It's fun when you start a new toy line and jump in. Aw, look at all the great birthday wishes for Joshua Robbins.
Happy birthday.
Awesome. Happy birthday. That's so cool. Yeah. Also, you know, the last couple of weeks, we've been having some amazing giveaways to celebrate our 10,000 sub celebration, our great milestone. And we want to say congratulations to last week's winners. So we have Christopher, who won the Super Shredder, and Robert, who won the Tonkanator as well, and then Brian, who won Grimlock, and of course, our big winner for the Modi giveaway, the grand prize was William. Were you ever able to get a hold of Brian? Which one was it that we have not got a hold of yet?
I think it was Brian.
Brian, if you're watching, please email us at toyhabits@gmail.com. That's toyhabits@gmail.com. So we can get your information and get you your Grimlock. Everybody else, we've already shipped off.
Yes.
Michael shipped them off last week. Congratulations to all the winners. And Brian, be sure to reach out to us so you can get your awesome Grimlock Transformer. That's great. So congrats to all the winners out of all weeks. You guys are amazing. And this is just our way of saying thank you for your support. But we wouldn't be able to do this without all of you. So you guys are amazing.
They are.
Into, I guess, the first news story. There you go.
Yes. Dive in.
There you go.
Right in. No, right. Awesome. Yeah. So we have another piece of hard evidence to share with you that Man at Arms is coming to the Masterverse Vintage Collection. So I really like what they're doing with that line, actually. So I'm excited that, even though they're remaking all of these figures like 10 billion times over, like they just keep getting better and better. And of course you have to buy every single one of them. Right?
Absolutely. And just a caveat to everybody watching out there, in case you're screaming at your screen, this is the Motu Classics version of Man at Arms. It is not the Vintage Collection version. We don't have photos yet, so we're just using these as a stand-in. But the ones we've been getting lately have looked super classic. If you got Zodak, if you got Skeletor, those look incredible. And of course, Faker that's coming out looks amazing as well. And so Man at Arms is going to be joining the gang. And that's going to be exciting when it's the fourth Man at Arms that we've gotten.
Yes.
The first one was the Revelation one, so he's a little bit more animated style. The second one was that, I guess he looked kind of like what was that? The Panhandler Man at Arms.
Oh, right. That's destitute.
Destitute Man at Arms. And then of course we got the new Eternia version, which was my favorite out of all of them. He's really cool. He's still a little bit stylized, so it'd be great to get a vintage collection, just a totally classic version of him.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I'm looking forward to what they're gonna do, because after we finish talking about Man at Arms, we did find some information on the Stratos figure that has not been published yet. No images, but we actually have a written description of what that figure is going to be like. So if they're going to be doing stuff like they're doing a Stratos with Man at Arms, like I want to see like some cool stuff. Yeah. That pay an homage to his vintage style. Maybe he can come with two heads, right? Like he did in the classics version, the stash or no stash.
Yeah. And what I really loved about this version of Man at Arms, I guess I didn't get the photos of behind him on these slides, but he stowed his weapons on his back. He had those extra little clips. He came with the little pistol that comes in the castle, the vintage Castle Grayskull. Is usually that little pistol is always lost. So I liked that little pistol, little homage to that, which was really cool. Of course, his mallet, and then he has kind of this 2000X type power sword, which was pretty neat, or like he made some kind of mechanical power sword, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that is cool. Yeah, it's funny. I love what Classics was doing with like just throwing in accessories that didn't come with the figure, but like could be cool accessories for like He-Man and stuff. Like I want them to start doing that again.
Exactly. Yeah, they did a great job. He had like the extra little furry detail around his chest armor, and then am I still here? Okay. And then the red dots. Did I go away for a minute?
No.
Computer. Oh, okay. I had some pop-up window, like it was trying to do an update or something. And then of course he has his little red dots on his helmet, which is an homage to the early version, the early like red dot vintage version of Man at Arms, of course. So I really liked those little touches. So hopefully we get something like this in the vintage collection.
Yeah, that's awesome. So Rizlor is he's new to Origins, is that right? So he says he loves collecting, he loves the vintage collection, especially for the figures like Zodak that didn't need a new Eternia, even though it did have one. I do hope new Eternia continues, though they are fire. Yeah, it will. And yeah, we were talking about some of the figures that were coming last week. that will be coming.
Yeah, I mean, they did an awesome job with Roboto and like King
Yeah.
Randor that we just got from the new Turnia line. I think those look incredible, and of course that new I did end up ordering Ozempic Beastman. I kind of got enamored by him. I thought he was pretty cool. So he's there, and he takes up a lot less shelf space than Big Fat Beastman.
Yeah,
so
Chunky Beastman.
Chunky Beastman. So Chunky Beastman got put away, and it's just like a refresh of the shelf a little bit. But yeah, they're doing an amazing job, and I'm super happy with how they're coming out. And of course, can't wait to see the box art and the wonderful homage to the original artwork.
Yeah. I can't wait to see how that one's going to be translated. Yeah, very interesting stuff. I think Masterverse has finally found their stride with the Vintage Collection and the New Eternia. It's like, just keep it with those two sublines. And I would call New Etheria, it's basically New Eternia if they do that. So it's pretty much the same. So just like keep doing that.
Absolutely. I think they found a winning combination there, and I'm glad that they've peeled away all the Revelation stuff. I found myself replacing those figures and selling them off, and just the aesthetic wasn't quite appealing to me, but like at the time I was like, well, it's the only version that we have.
Right.
So I bought it. I think we all kind of did that.
Yeah. And sometimes I was like stupid enough to buy two because I was like, oh, I don't want Trapjaw in the motherboard outfit or Triclops. So I'll buy two of them, or maybe display them both ways. And here they go making like a killer New Eternia version. And now I'm like, okay.
No, you don't want either one of those.
I don't want them at all.
Oh my God. They got shipped off. eBay mañana. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Then we got some. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna plus in. Let me add this to the stage. So just kind of riffing on the Vintage Collection, we found the description for Vintage Collection Stratos. So let me read that to you.
Oh yeah,
it's actually pretty cool. Great. It says, this collectible design of the Motu Bird People Leader is inspired by the Motu toy design. Yes, this glass-eyed figure. That's pretty damn cool. Comes with removable wings and a chest harness, jetpack, and a second set of halter backpack and wings in an alternate color, and an extra set of hands. Wow. So this, I guess, pays homage to that, the two versions of his wings, right?
Yeah.
And his colors.
And so I'm guessing where his goggles are, they're probably going to be kind of glassy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So that's exciting. I was happy to see that. And, the information we have on the Stratos it's official, and we're still waiting for the official images to be uploaded. It's like I keep checking every day. I was like, is today the day? No. But once they are, we will share them with all of you. But absolutely, I think that's really neat.
Yeah, that is really cool. A big thank you to Mr. Ryan Cole, who gifted 5 Toy Habits memberships.
Oh my gosh.
So nice of Ryan. So 5 of you out there in the chat who are not members are going to be gifted randomly 5 Toy Habits memberships. You guys are amazing. And thank you so much, Ryan, for helping the crew grow bigger. That is so nice of you. This Strato is going to be so cool.
Yeah, it's going to be really neat. Yeah. So I guess he'll have glass eyes here, and then he'll come with his probably lighter blue wings and maybe the red jetpack too. So that's really cool.
That is really cool.
I dig it.
I do dig it too. You can display them in like both modes.
Yes. All right.
That's awesome. So today we got some kind of odd news. There was an email that went out to Club Grayskull members, and they're going to have a sale going on May 12th through the 13th. I got to check on the exact time. It starts at like 9 a.m. or something like that, where they're going to be giving us early access to things that they found in their warehouse. So I don't know, and we don't know more than that, but it's like, maybe it is pretty cool stuff that sold out before, Mattel Creations exclusives, Motu items that some people maybe didn't get access to. And they've got more of. They probably found them sitting in a warehouse somewhere, and there's going to be limited amounts. So if you're a Club Grayskull member, you're going to get first pick at it. They will open up the sale to non-members at some point, but the Club Grayskull members get first picks the first day, and whatever's left for everybody else afterward, that's what they'll have. So it says a heroic return to Motu collector items. I don't know if they have stuff maybe that we haven't seen. But that's why I have a bunch of question marks. I didn't want to throw any images on here because I don't
Right.
want to give false information because we don't know anything.
Yeah. There's times when we do know stuff, and there's times when we don't know stuff, and we're always happy to say that, you know what, we don't know anything this time.
No, we absolutely don't. But it's cool,
like,
and this comes on the heels, right, of the other secretive, May 24th news, which we don't know what's launching.
But like, what kinds of things would the chat like to see come back? Because there are things that have been really, really hard to find, like Web Store. Like, I have no idea why Web Store was so hard to find and like ran out so quick. And the same with New Eternia Battle Armor Skeletor. It's like, did they just not make enough?
Oh my god.
So, anyway, but yeah, like I would love to see like those types of figures come back, because not a lot of people got access to them. And oh my gosh, have you like the aftermarket prices on Battle Armor New Eternia Skeletor? It's like, forget about it.
I know.
It's crazy.
I know the prices are ginormous on those. And then what's the Rulers of the Sun, that the guy that looks like Laser, and his name is escaping me right now.
Is it Duplico? The one that looks like
Duplico.
Cody Rhodes?
Yeah, Cody Rhodes. People couldn't get Duplico, and so I'm like staring right at him, and when you go blank, right?
Yeah.
So maybe they found a case of Duplicos. I mean, it could be a whole bunch of other stuff, or other Mattel Creations exclusives that sold out real fast that people just weren't able to get a hold of. I'm glad the last few things that went up to Mattel Creations, they haven't sold out right away, because they learned, like, we were all getting FOMO and missing out on a whole bunch of stuff. And don't think that the thing isn't cool because it didn't sell out right away and it's like, oh, no one wanted it. No, it's because they know that the fans wanted it and they're giving us enough to get the item. So Hurricane Hordak was readily available, and so was Hero. I'm glad that they were, but the other ones maybe not so much. So we'll see what they give us.
Let's run through what some other folks. So, oh my gosh, Faker and Duplicat. I totally forgot. Like, all the PowerCon, the PowerCon that we were at and didn't know each other. Like, all of those
PowerCon exclusive Faker and Duplicat.
How the heck do you have that? It's like, what is this sorceress that you're doing?
I am a sorceress. I just conjure things up. Just like
ladies
that.
and gentlemen, she is really a sorceress. Like, it's not just a name. She is really the sorceress. All right.
There's like Frogmonger. Also, he sold out real fast.
Oh yeah. Turtles of Grayskull Merman, right? Come on. Yeah. Web Store. I need Web Store so bad it hurts. Vintage Spinnerella. Sure. Let's go way back.
That's a way back time machine.
Another Faker and Duplicat. Rock On.
Yep.
Let's see. Too Bad must be the cartoon collection too, Brad.
Yeah, the cartoon collection Too Bad sold out real fast.
Masterverse, Web Store, Buzz Off, Merman.
Here's where was available. Wondar, because they gave everybody a second chance on him. I'm like looking around to see what we all missed.
Oh, Koldar, gosh, like all these things that I don't have him. Joshua Robbins, Eternia? Sure. Yeah.
Could you imagine if they found like a freaking warehouse full of Eternias?
We're like, oops, we forgot about these in the back room. These were ones that we should have either shipped parts to people, but we just told them that they should send their Eternias back and they'll refund your money. Yeah, right.
Yeah, and then you're never going to see it again. Real Blast is still available, which is incredible. I really thought Real Blast was going to sell the heck out like super quickly, but apparently he didn't. No. But again, that's a credit to Mattel making enough figures where we didn't have to suffer and pay triple the price for a Real Blast, and he was readily available, and he is one of the freaking coolest Origins figures to date. I love this guy, and I'm glad he didn't sell out, and I'm glad everyone who wants one is able to get one. He's cool.
I love Burke comment. What's worse is that in a normal situation, all this old stuff returning would be $5 at Ross. So we're trying to market this as a big opportunity. Sorry to be the guy. No, don't be sorry. Like, this is why we're here to talk about all this stuff. Like, yeah. Every opinion is welcome. And it's funny because like I didn't even think about that. It's like that stuff maybe that should be going on clearance, right?
Yeah.
Basically
And
what he's
Snake
saying.
Mountain apparently, I mean, that
Oh,
went
right.
cheaper, and then now it's like super hard to get. Apparently their prices are nuts too.
Yeah.
Shira, the PowerCon exclusive
Oh,
with
geez.
the real hair. I have her.
Let's go way back.
Let's go way back. Look at
Way
that. Frankie's got 3 duplicos. You know, I don't have the duplico with the blonde eyebrows. I have the one with the kind of the brown eyebrows. That'd be
I
great
gotta
to get
check
one of
mine.
those.
I totally forgot it had 2 variants.
Yeah, I know, right? Extra Eternias. That's
Oh my
funny.
gosh. You got an Eternia.
Battle Armor Skeletor. Diabolical Snake Invasion.
Oh yeah, that one has been sold out for a long time. Like that's
Mhm.
something I didn't get, but I'm like, I'm not sad that I didn't get it.
I got it and then ended up selling off most of the figures, and that's
Yeah.
I only kept 1 or 2. But I think I still have the box, so the box was cool.
Yeah, knowing Mattel, they accidentally ship unreleased figures. Oh my gosh. Yeah, like the Voltac, right?
Yeah.
Thank goodness for Mr. Home Arcade for being Johnny on the spot with that one and getting that one in hand before it came out.
I love Giraffe's comments. Maybe they found 82 Wonder Bread He-Mans in the back of the warehouse.
Like these guys right up here.
Oh, I know. Could you imagine?
I know, right?
It's like
Wow.
that chilly find of all the mask toys.
Oh my
You
god,
know?
that would be amazing. That'd be awesome.
Oh my god, that's freaking hilarious. I passed on it when it was released. Now I have serious FOMO for Snake Mountain. I'm sorry.
Oh, I know that
Aw.
sucks. It's like Castle Grayskull was pretty readily available for a very long time, so I figured, okay, well, Snake Mountain probably would be that too, because it's it's a big playset and
Yeah.
whatever, but I did not expect Snake. Maybe Snake Mountain is just much cooler.
Yeah. So Collector Phil would like to see the first Origins release ever.
Oh my god.
SCTC set. You mean this one? Right here?
So, okay, you have to like
I have the outer sleeve put away over there.
you have to have you lived this before?
Wait. No.
Okay, because it's like you have to like you're either psychic or it's like it's just it's strange how just things appear. I love it.
I know, right?
I love it.
Or what about the evil horde 4-pack, which
Ooh,
this Hordak is
Oh
from?
my god. But wait, there's more.
and this Grizzlord.
Oh my gosh. If you have the Lords of Power 5-pack at the ready, I'm like
I had that pack and I sold it.
okay.
Yeah, so that's gone.
Oh my gosh, I love this. The sorceress is mighty. Yes. I love it.
Oh, I'm having too much fun with you guys.
This is what it's all about.
Yeah, this is great. So this is a lot of fun, like dreaming up what could be in this warehouse. What is the amazing finds? And it's Motu stuff. So it's like it's gonna be so cool, whatever it is.
Yeah. Yeah, it will. Yeah. Can't wait to see it. And hopefully it lives up to the cryptic hype that they're hyping everything up. And I have a question. And so for like the Hasbro Pulse membership, if something sells out early on Pulse when it's like released to Pulse Premium members, they do they save any stock for the general public, or does it just sell out?
Gone.
Okay, that's what I thought. So I'm wondering, like, is it going to be this type of situation where
it might, yeah,
the people who don't subscribe to Club Grayskull are going to be SOL, and maybe that's
on some items.
Yeah, maybe that's another push for them to like
to get subscribers.
Club Grayskull, yeah. So yeah, they're trying a whole bunch of stuff, whole bunch of marketing tactics, I guess.
I mean, look at the Cantina, the Vintage Collection set that came out last week, and we can talk about that later in the show. I didn't make slides for those, but that sold out in 45 minutes. And
oh my God,
if you were not a Hasbro Pulse member, you were screwed and you didn't get to buy one because they went on sale at 10 a.m. and they were sold out by 10:45.
Oh, good Lord.
If you weren't a member, you couldn't buy it till 11 and they were long gone.
That's crazy. It's the pay to play model, man.
That's expensive. That's $50 plus tax. It was like $55 to renew the freaking membership. And my membership, as a matter of fact, expired April 30th. So I had to, and this was, I think, on May 4th, right? The pre-orders.
Yeah.
I had to freaking renew it.
Oh, good Lord.
And pay the $55 so I can order a Cantina playset. And if I didn't pay the $55, I wasn't going to get one.
Oh,
That's a lot of money. So $10 for Club Grayskull is like, for a whole year, that's wonderful. I mean, you don't get free shipping, but you know, what you do get for the small amount of money that they asked for is, it's much more well worth it. I mean,
yeah. I agree. I agree.
Mm-hmm. That's my 2 cents. So anyway, so this is cool. It's going to be exciting. And then another, you know, hey, we don't know what we're going to get.
Right.
The Unlock Fandom event that's happening at MCM London Comic Con.
Yeah. Yeah, so it was interesting. This was a day that I woke up at 3:45 in the morning because that's just my body woke up. And so I was scrolling Instagram and noticed that London Comic Con had posted this thing about Unlock Fandom. And I'm like, oh gosh, here's the other piece of the puzzle that we needed for this May 24th, 2025 Motu release. And I went on record and said, you know what? I'll eat my words if it's not going to be the snake lair. And so here is me eating my words. And so I think this is probably not going to be the snake lair since it's an Unlock Fandom event. That was the piece I was missing to put all this stuff together. But it's probably going to be like a regular figure release of some sort. But, you know, in my childhood heart of hearts, I wanted them to like have a grand re-reveal of the snake lair, but it's probably not going to be happening.
Probably not. But what if it's a slime pit that Joshua Robbins, Mr. Happy Birthday, with an awesome idea? What if it's the slime pit?
Yeah, that'd be a good birthday present, Joshua, for yourself. So hopefully it is.
That would be awesome. And just real quick to answer Ace's question, I don't think that they're going to offer that retro style Greedle separately because that's what made that Cantina set so special. That they did repaints in their vintage colors, unfortunately. But you never know. It would be so cool if they unveiled the slime pit, and the slime pit's supposed to come out for an October release, I believe, and that's going to be in retail. So this would be a really cool place to unveil it because save the big thing for SDCC because we already saw like photos of the slime pit, right?
Yeah.
Or Fright Zone. Yeah. Not the slime pit. That would be amazing if it was slime pit. I'm thinking Fright Zone. What if it is? I don't know. That'd be cool.
That would be fun.
Slime pit with a slimed He-Man. Sorry, I gotta do this, guys. You mean with a slime pit He-Man? Like
oh my gosh.
With a translucent green slime pit He-Man?
That would be amazing. Yeah,
that would be amazing.
He was teased on that Battle of Eternia 4-pack. So and the slime pit has been teased like umpteenth times. It's like, come on, it's not a huge thing to make. Just make it already. Like we need to play with some gack. We need to have fun.
And it would be cool if they released the slime pit with the Fright Zone. Like it doesn't have to be in the same pack, but like maybe it'd be like for this amount buy the Fright Zone and then add a little extra, you get slime pit too, or some, you know, like a combo pack or something like that. Yes. That would be kind of cool. Never know, because they kind of go together, right? You know?
Yeah. So, peanut butter and jelly.
We need one of these guys.
Yes. Toy Sorceress is on it tonight. I'm loving it. Says the birthday boy.
Oh, that's so cool. But so we're gonna run through Michael's wonderful theories of what can this be. So here's a couple figures that we think could be maybe on the 24th.
Maybe. I mean, this is all coming from our unverified Mattel Creations 2025 list. So we have yet to see any of these figures on the unverified list this year, but the year is not over yet. So Multibot would be awesome. And
would be awesome.
Who is that? Is that Stondar?
Yeah, Stondar. We already got Rock God. So Stondar is really cool. I love his colors. And they already have the basic mold for it. You know, just they kind of changed the interior sculpt a little bit.
Yeah.
So these would be incredible. And they already have the technology to make Multibot because we already got this cool guy. And now we already know that they can do it. So,
Oh
you know,
yeah, our good
yeah.
friend Modulock.
Yeah. So, I mean, and it's funny because Multibot, it's super expensive and hard to get the
Yeah.
vintage figure of him. So, they've done Modulock and they already know how to build him and put his little pieces together. They have a box already, built out. They just changed the artwork on it. Boom. I slap a Multibot inside.
Slap it in there.
Slap it in there.
And then 2 more
Too Bad.
figures from the unverified list. The vintage version of Too Bad, we got their cartoon collection version already, and then a drag store. And this would probably make Sci-Fi Tsunami's year, or maybe 5 years. 5 years later, I'm still waiting for Too Bad. So hopefully he'll come this year, Sci-Fi Tsunami.
I would love for him to have his little, like he's bitch slapping.
Yes. Yes. That would be awesome.
That is like a signature action feature on here. So it would be really, really cool.
Yes.
But we'll see. We'll see. And then, we can get a little bit more exciting with this like Minotaur character.
Mm-hmm.
And the one that's shown on the back of Heroes package had like additional arms. It's a little different than the one that was in the mini comic, but it's very similar.
Yeah. Yeah. Heroes package I'd like to see.
This package, not his actual package.
Oh, got it. Okay, I understand now. Oh my gosh, this is something.
You got fucking so excited he fell over.
This is something I thought Giraffe would post in the chat. John Guzman says Skytree. Like, yes, we need all of it. Skytree and all.
Skytree, yeah.
I think he just made Giraffe's night too.
Skytree would be amazing. And then we've got a bunch of teases for Shirella and Eldor. It could be one of these guys, and we know we're going to get 2 more Powers of Grayskull characters.
Yes.
So could be one of them. You never know. Or more incredibly, it could be any one of these 2 Powers of Grayskull characters.
Oh my gosh, that would be awesome.
Laser Power He-Man or Laser Light Skeletor.
Yeah. Speaking of like off the charts expensive, like I was like, I don't think I'll ever own one of these figures. It's like Megator and Titus. I'm like, I'm not, and like, not that they're that expensive, but it's like, I'm not gonna drop $3,000 on Megator.
No, I know. And here's a question for you and for the chat. On the Laser Power He-Man, do you prefer the regular head or the Dolph Lundgren head?
That's a good question.
If someone were to give you one and said you have to pick between the 2, which one would you pick?
Are you hinting that you're gonna give me one? I'm just kidding.
I don't know this guy even. Yeah, I'll give you the Motu Classics version.
Yeah, there you go. I think I'm partial to like the normal looking head.
This one.
Yeah. What about you?
Well, it's obvious because that's the photo I picked.
Okay. I love it.
Because I had both photos and I was like, I like this He-Man head better, so that's the one I put out there. But let's check in with the chat. So Joe likes the Dolph head. So does John Guzman. And Black Venus wants to have the regular He-Man head. And so does Kurt. And let's see who else. Ralph Riggins says the regular head. Motu Prince. How's it going, Motu Prince? Thanks again for those awesome stands. I ordered some frames also for those cool redos of the comic book covers. Those were sweet. Let's see what else. Vlad, how's it going, Vlad? Vlad wants to see the Dolph. Oh, I really don't want head from Dolph Lundgren. I had to slow down and read that one just a little bit. Vlad, you're hilarious. Zenith Tram says the regular head. Kurt says the regular head. That is too funny. And Giraffe Lundgren head, only because I have the normal one already and can pop it off if I want. Are you saying you have a laser power He-Man with a regular head, Giraffe? Are you like flexing on us that you have that one?
Oh, interesting.
I see.
It's okay to flex.
Rizzler likes the regular head. So does Kevin. That's hilarious.
Yeah, I'm staring at a picture of the Dolph Lundgren version, and it doesn't look, it just basically looks like he has no neck. There's really no definition in the head sculpt, and so I think that's why It just looks like he's just like a head sitting on neck. That's pretty much, it's our head sitting on shoulders.
Exactly. Like this is a really the perfect proportions. I like kind of the brighter yellow hair that they chose on this one. He just looks freaking badass, and I will never get to own one either. But he's incredible. And of course we have poo-poo squatting Skeletor here.
I was just thinking that. I was like, if you give him articulation, you can still put him in that poo-poo pose.
Yeah.
See?
He needs one of those squatty potty things.
Oh my gosh. That's awesome. They had squatty potties when I worked at Twitter. I was like,
oh my god, that's funny.
Like, who the heck ordered these for the bathrooms? And like,
oh my god, I don't know. That's insane.
I was like, this is interesting.
Yeah. It's funny because this figure is like really brittle. I've seen lots of them where they're, they easily crack. Because he's been taking a dump for 40 years. So his plastic just dried up.
Taking a dump Skeletor. I love it.
But any one of these two, or like a 2-pack or something like that, would be incredible. Like, could you imagine if they redid like a 2-pack with both of these guys in the vintage style? Like we just got that Target exclusive.
Right. Oh my gosh, that would be amazing.
Not like Origins ones, but like vintage style ones like these.
Yeah. I'm not a designer, and like I don't claim to be, or like a marketer, but like, wouldn't you put this stuff out when there's hype around Eternia?
Yes.
Right? This is like this stuff coming, like the Powers of Grayskull. I love that it's here, but it's coming like what, 2 years late?
Yeah, I know. They got stuck on the Snake Man for like way too long, and we were like, what about the Powers of Grayskull? We have a giant Eternia.
I'm not complaining, but it's just weird the way that they release product.
It's it has to work through the system. So yeah. And Extra Creepy says giants, please. Extra Creepy, I agree with you. That's Sorceress. There you go. You want giants, you got giants. This would be incredible. And I doubt that it's these, because there's only like, not that those dollar signs really mean anything, but there's only $2 signs. I would think that these would be more expensive, obviously. But I would love to see them.
Oh my gosh, I would too. Like, what the heck is the rationale with the dollar signs? Because we have the $2 signs, but then you go up to Eternia, which was $3 signs. That was a $500 playset. Yeah. And even the standard Origins figures are $2 signs. So there is a lot of wiggle room between the $2 and $3 signs.
Oh my God. Like a huge value. But
that's a huge delta. But
it's a huge, but could you imagine maybe these being like $100 a piece? That's still like a 99. That's still $2 signs.
Yeah. It could be anywhere. It could be anywhere in there. I wouldn't want them to be that much, but it's a lot less than paying $3,000 for one, for sure.
Oh, absolutely. And they have to have rooted hair. They have to. I mean, for gosh sakes, they make Barbies. So these are super easy to do.
I'm surprised like they're holding back with the rooted hair for this, at least for the pop line, because like that's what they came with in the vintage line.
And they already made a She-Ra with the rooted hair. That was 4 years ago.
Yeah. Like, come on, people. Maybe we'll see it in 10 years,
Yeah, maybe. Or it might just be a separate subline, because those are cartoon collection versions we're getting right now. So they could make some with rooted hair in the vintage line.
That's true.
And they would look like the vintage figures.
That's true.
Joshua Robbins is still predicting a slime pit for $49 with a slime pit He-Man. So we'll see if that's the case. That'd be really, really cool. Next Creepy's like, take my money. Yeah, that would be amazing. Amazing. Laser light Skeletor. Too many burritos. He went to Chipotle and had the extra spicy sauce. Woo! Yeah. So these are fun. Or what if it is the Masterverse Mossman?
Yes. Yeah, like I think out of everything, I think this is probably the most likely thing to come out. They did say that there was an oversized Masterverse Mossman on the horizon. So what a great, it's not snake lair, status or stature, but oversized mossy, flocked, right? Would be nice.
Yeah, it has to be flocked. It has to. That red sauce will get you, Chipotle. Oh my god, everything's spicy at Chipotle. The freaking beans, the rice, the guacamole, everything. So stay away from that red sauce. But so this Mossman, I'm thinking that they're going to use the new Eternia V1 version of Beastman, the bigger one, right?
Yeah.
And then kind of retool that a little bit, and hopefully he is flocked, because I don't want another, like bald Mossman. I'm going to call him bald because he had no hair, he had no flocking. Let's not do that again, Mattel.
No.
He has to be flocked. So.
Yes. Yeah. And it's funny, like all of I guess the Masterverse line is going all in on the teases and stuff, because like ever since, gosh, what was it, like the last Evil Lyn that they've made, like a lot of the teases are coming true, like on a lot of the box art. So maybe they're like the Masterverse and the Origins line got together and said, hey, how can we sell more toys? And the Origins people are like, hey, do a nod to the vintage line, Masterverse people, and do box art teases.
Well, now that they're doing incredible box art instead of just giving us those lame blue boxes, right, that the old Masterverse figures were in, it's perfect canvas for teasing upcoming figures. And this Mossman, being a deluxe, like oversized figure, it's perfect to release on Mattel Creations. So he has to be fun.
Yeah. So we only have another 15 days to wait for this one, and it's coming on a Saturday at 8 in the morning Pacific time. So if you're on the West Coast, early riser that day.
Yes, absolutely, you have to be.
I love Ryan Cole's comment. Don't worry, Mossman's fresh pine scent will clear the air. I think he's referring to Skeletor's issues and hot sauce
issues after having Chipotle.
Yeah, everybody's issues with Chipotle. That's a good idea.
Oh my god, I know.
It'll smell better than the car freshener my wife picked up for our cars. It kind of smelled like a urinal cake, and so we're like, no, I'm not putting this in the car.
Oh my god,
that smells horrible.
That's terrible.
Like, that's why I never get the air fresheners.
Yes, I do not blame you. All right, so moving on to other news.
Yes,
we have this pretty cool leaked images of some new Playmates TMNT figures that look like the ones from the video game Shredder's Revenge. So these are basically repaints of the classic Playmates Ninja Turtles, the TMNT classics, but they have very cool cell shading on them, and like painted detail on their eyes and their mouths, like at the teeth, and they come with the classic sprue of accessories. Now I'm trying to figure out, there was a website that had this up for pre-order by themselves, like the 4 figures, called Culture Shock Collectibles.com, and so they were selling them in a 4-pack. But I also found information, and I was going to go to our article real quick. If we can switch screens real fast. I also found information that, because it does say Ultimate Edition, that this may also come packed. I don't know if you can open that up. Awesome. It may also come packed with an Ultimate Edition of the Shredder's Revenge video game. So there you can see that website that had the 4-pack of figures from cultureshockcollectibles.com. And then if you scroll down further, there's another image that I was able to find of the 4 turtles that come with an Ultimate Edition of this video game. Now,
that's awesome.
This game has come out before. It's like 1 or 2 years old. They've done some other packs with it. I actually do have a Playmates Shredder from this like a deluxe version of this package, and he has like a gray chest rather than the like naked skin color chest, so he looks more like the cartoon version. But it's like the classic Playmate Shredder. So they've done some cool sets, and it's kind of weird. Like if it would be the only way to get these 4 figures, it would kind of suck if you already had the game.
Yeah.
So I have the game. I think I only have the digital version of it, and then I had bought the other Ultimate pack and saved it. It's a really, really cool video game, actually, because it's a classic looking side scroller. And if you scroll down a little bit, there is an image of that. And you can see, again, the packaging for these guys. And it's got illustrations for each of the individual turtles, which is very cool. You can see kind of the images at the top, which is how they look in the video game. But there is a video game image down below. And it's keep going, I think just a little bit. A little further down.
Oh, these
so
guys?
You can see there. So it's like a classic side scroller game, and they look very like cartoony and like animated. And it's got all the classic characters in there. So you fight against Bebop and Rocksteady and like Shredder and Krang and like all the dudes. So it's a fun video game, and it's out for all the different platforms. And it's been out for a couple years, but I love that they're making figures of these. I hope that they're going to be available separately from the game where they're retailed.
Yeah. That's really neat. It's funny. Like I never heard of this game, and so there sounds like there's a lot of love for the game in the chat and these figures. So that's pretty neat.
It is a lot of fun to play this game, and if you do have like a Nintendo Switch, it's a fun one to like kind of take on the go or just play on the sofa or up on the TV screen if you want to.
I might have to pick this one up.
It's fun. It's a really cool game. You can just download it onto the actual Switch. Like there's a digital download that's cheaper. It's probably about half the price.
Oh, that's cool. Moji Prince is an insane 4-player game. Well, that's awesome. That's really good.
It's like a classic. It's a classic side scroller. You go and you hit all the foot soldier guys and that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Switch 2. Yes. Oh my gosh. So I heard that they're releasing their GameCube, like some of the GameCube library just for the Switch 2. Now I'm like, now I need to get it. I'm like, crap.
You were able to order when I was
yes.
Target Purgatory for half a freaking hour and I couldn't check out, and then I didn't get one. It took it out of my cart.
No, now
I got it in there the minute it went live. So I wasn't able to order.
Everything was a shit show.
Yeah, that was bad. But anyway, these are cool.
This is fun. Cobra Emperor 6 G.I. Joe O-Ring Collector Delta 17 says, I bought my daughter a lot of Ninja Turtle stuff so she could experience some awesome toys. That's
that's so cool.
Yeah,
that's so cool. And I love that they're using like the classic figure molds for these. They look great.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, so I'm definitely going to try and pick these up if I'm able to buy them like individually or like in a 4-pack or something. Yeah. And speaking of 4-pack, I finally was able to snag my freaking Ninja Turtles military turtles, which I was going to show you guys during our toy haul. But awesome. They came back up on Walmart's website. I think they're still in stock. Yay. So if you guys need a set, go after them.
Go get them.
Yeah.
Go get them.
So that's that. Let's see what else we had.
All right. You've these actually you reported on this today. Like their Wave 24 cartoon collection is finally in stock on Amazon after not being in stock like forever.
Yeah, I got my buzz off.
Oh yay! Yeah, he's awesome. Yeah, the whole line, that whole wave is really, really cool.
Really cool.
Yeah,
and I got Leech too. But...
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. So those are in stock if you need them, and I think like Buzz Off was like $19, but then Invisible Skeletor and Frosta were only $17.99.
Yeah.
If you want them, they're in stock and they're cheaper there.
Yes.
So go for it.
Yes. So that was a great find. It's so funny because like you look at this stuff every day and it's like it's so random when the stuff comes in stock.
Yeah, I know, right? Then we had Target Haulathon today, and then I did a fun in-hand review of Tony the Tiger. I showed you guys him last week. It's a really cool figure, so if you're into him, check out that review. He's a lot of fun. Those are all my photos.
Yeah, she takes really good photos, y'all. So you got to check this out. I mean, like this is so super cute. It's like it's so funny. It's like seeing like the stuff posed and the way that you take pictures. It like it makes you want to get it and like like that.
I know. He's adorable, super articulated. Makes you want to go get a bowl of Frosted Flakes afterwards.
Oh my gosh, I totally want to do that.
I know, and I had like one amount bowl left in a box in the pantry, and after I finished writing this up, I look over and I see my husband like eating a bowl of cereal, and I'm like, "What are you eating?" He's like, "Oh, I just finished up the Frosted Flakes in the pantry." I was like, "Damn, I wanted those."
That's funny. Oh my gosh. And then let's see. Yeah, the Star Wars Black Series had their final drop.
Yep.
And it was the ISB agent for the Star Wars Black Series. So if you're a Star Wars Black Series collector, just go to the website. And if you've missed out on the previous week's drops, and or season 2 has been freaking cool. Like, it's been awesome so far. So no spoilers in the chat. I'm not going to say anything, but yeah, they got 3 more episodes to go, and that will be dropping next week. So
how fun.
Yeah.
How fun.
Yeah, and then you found some cool in-hand images of Dr. Mindbender.
Yeah, I really like this, and a big thanks to Shark-Eyed Toy View, which has a YouTube channel, for posting photos, and I did get some screenshots. I linked the video in there if you want to watch his review. He did a great review on Dr. Mindbender, and I really like this version because if you remember the SDCC exclusive, he came with a whole bunch of cool accessories, but
yeah,
remember his cape was like, and there's photos of it down below. This guy's cape has the Silver Cobra logo, and it's soft goods. The SDCC exclusive did not have the Silver Cobra logo, and it was kind of like a pleather material. So I really like this version of him, and I can just take the other guy's accessories. I'll pull through.
Oh, totally. Yeah, it's I was pretty astounded that they didn't slap the silver logo on them, but I guess they had different plans that we didn't know about, whatever, 2 years ago or whatever.
Yeah, because everyone's like, "Oh, if you just tweak this 1 or 2 little things, he would have been perfect." And they're like, "Well, you're saving that for the retro card version."
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, I totally forgot it was like a pleathery, shiny material. It's so funny. I guess it goes along with his like BDSM look.
Yes, exactly.
So
there you go.
That's a fun comparison. But yeah. Oh, and then you found these guys too. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. So those guys look really cool. So that's the green shirt that's coming up, retro green shirt, and he has 2 different heads. Big shout out to the Full Force podcast for posting these, and
all the leaks.
They look really cool. And this was from JB that sent him to the Full Force podcast. But the figure looks great, and it's nice that he comes with 2 different like skin tones, so you can army build this guy and then have him with different looks. So you can have multiples of him, because obviously he's a green shirt. So they did a really great job. He looks super classic with his webbing, his simple gear, and he comes with a lot of little accessories, which I really like.
Yeah, that's really awesome. I like that. Yeah, I was wondering what these guys would look like in plastic, and I guess we just had to wait a little bit for them to be leaked.
They look great, and like, I love the little classic helmet that he comes with. If you scroll up to the previous photo, you can see it there. And then he has the classic gun, and it's got paint apps on it. And then a couple of different knives. Yeah, with the classic visor. So that's like from the first 1281 release, right?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Like the straight on figures.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That makes me think there's gonna be a lot more like retro stuff coming too. Like, what they're doing with like the what is it, breaker with the the bubblegum chewing breaker and all the mass device stuff. Super fun.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know if a Super 7 is making any more G.I. Joe figures.
Yeah, I don't know either.
It's funny because they just put out Wave. I forgot which one, but it was the one with Major Blood and the Crimson Guard. Like, they got more in stock or something like that. So they sent out an email. If you missed out, they put more.
Yeah, I like that line, and it's sad like when they end a line prematurely, because like I wanted to collect them all, but now I'm like, okay, well, I just have a subset of misfit Misfit toys on the shelf that are never going to
Yeah.
be like, complete the way I want them to be complete, but that's okay.
Yeah, it is sad when they don't get to complete the line. But
Yeah.
I mean, for the ones that we got, they were really cool. They were really cool.
Yes, and I think that was it for the news.
Yeah. Oh, well, we haven't talked about the May 4th drops. Oh, did we talk about the Cantina last week?
Yes, we did.
We did. Okay, so never mind. I guess the pre-orders went live afterward because it was the next day.
But we can talk about them again if you want.
That's fine. Yeah,
Okay.
we'll cover that. But anyway, the Cantina sold out in 45 minutes. I was happy to get one, but wasn't happy to pay $55 in order to be able to buy one. That's all right.
Yeah, and then just briefly mentioned, there's a guy on Instagram. His name is Hebro 1979. I don't think it's the actual Hebro on but he 3D printed Yurko's Tomb Tower concept. It's actually, I say it's over 5 feet tall. It's actually nearly 6 feet tall. So yeah, it's pretty damn big, and it looks freaking cool. So if you have a chance, and like this would have been an amazing Mattel Creations crowdfund, right? Because I need like something vertical and not wide. It's like this could easily fit somewhere in my room, but not something that's like 4 feet wide.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's super cool.
That is really cool. It's got a lot of little hidden, chambers and stuff like that. It's pretty neat.
Nooks and crannies.
It does. Yes. Did you get any cool toy hauls this week?
I did. Let me go grab. I'm just gonna show one thing that I got. Well, actually, you know what? I'll show. I guess I'll show these three. So the Alameda Point Antique Fair was last Sunday, and my buddy Adam from Cowabunga Toys was set up, and he of course has a bunch of toys. And I was like, you know what? His toys are in really good condition, and I really don't have a lot of these.
Nice.
So it wasn't complete, but the Thunder Punch He-Man that I got vintage was it was really good. Like, and it actually, and the cap action still works too. Like, it doesn't have a cap in it, but it still works. So I thought, I was like, oh, I'm kind of building out more of the wall space behind me, so it's not like blank.
Yeah. So, no, he looks great.
Yeah, I picked up Thunder Punch He-Man, and it's funny, like I was looking in my collection and I did not have a vintage Battle Armor Skeletor for some reason.
Really?
I
thought you did.
No.
I thought I got you the set. Didn't I buy you Battle Armor, He-Man, and Skeletor at one point, or maybe not?
I don't think so.
Okay, well, now you have one. There you go. That's awesome. How's this little drum work? Is it like
I tested it out there, and it still works. I just have to get it.
Nice.
Get it to stop, but it did work at the antique fair. But
awesome.
I thought it was in good condition.
You know where the technology for these came from, right?
No, I don't think so.
There was some old Hot Wheels cars back in the day that you used to like crash them, and then the little front end would like turn, and it would look crashed. And so they're like, well, where else could we use this little drum crashing technology? Where like when you hit it, the drum turns, and then it has different crash things. And so they're like, well, we already made this, so let's shove it in the chest of a He-Man toy and make it cool. That's where the Battle Armor came from.
Oh, that's so cool. I love those ones. Okay, now I finally got it to like click.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, it still works too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
he looks great. His coloring and everything looks wonderful.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I think you got me the Battle Armor He-Man.
Okay. Yeah. I guess it wasn't like the set. Maybe it was something else with it.
Yes, and then I hadn't seen these little wrestling figures before, but Demolition is my favorite tag team, and I was like, this is really cool. So he didn't have this is Smash. He didn't have Axe, and so like now I'm gonna go look for the partner,
That's
but
the
I've never.
Hasbro ones, right, from the 90s.
Yeah, I'd never seen these before, and they were like, he was like in really good condition, so I was like,
Yeah.
I'll just pick this up. It was cute.
Yeah, there's a whole line. There's a huge line of wrestling figures from the 90s from Hasbro. So
Yeah.
if you start looking at them, you're gonna start buying a whole bunch.
Oh my gosh, he had a lot of them there, and I was like, I'm like, I don't want to, he had a Akeem from the Twin Towers and
Yeah.
Jimmy Snuka and all these other figures, and I was like, oh good lord, I'm like,
Can of worms. I know.
yeah, totally, but
I think
yeah,
it's great.
I
That's
thought
really
it was
cool.
neat, and yeah, I maybe
I love
something
that.
else for me to dive into and collect, but yeah, that is what I picked up last Sunday at the antique fair. I did not have a Brian Flynn sighting at the antique fair, or else if I
He
did,
wasn't
I
there.
was going to talk to him about the GI Joe, their Reaction Plus line. I had some questions.
That's funny. I did have a Howie Mandel sighting last weekend, but he's always at my Starbucks. So.
That's
He hangs
awesome.
out at our Starbucks. Well, you guys already saw.
Still
What
need
was
to
it?
see him when I come see you.
You do. He's like never there when you're there. It's hilarious, but he's there all the time. So you already saw Buzz Off and Leech. So I got these guys. Gotta crack them open. And then I got this dude, which I have not opened up yet, but it is the Purple Pie Man.
Oh, how cool!
Yes, from this is from Boss Fight Studios, and that's what he looks like when he's all geared up with his little hat and his crow and everything. It's totally adorable. I have the vintage version of him. Oh my god, it totally smells like blueberry. It's great. And then, like I mentioned, I was finally able to pick up the 4 military turtles. So these guys look great. There's a green beret or green team beret, Ralph, and then Leo. I forget what his name is, and he's like.
Oh, I think you bumped your mic again. There we go.
Oh, here's Donatello. Donatello is hilarious. So this is Delta Team Don, and like check it out. He's got all this camo on him.
Oh my gosh, he's crazy.
Yeah, you can. He has different holes, so you can kind of pick, and you can pick where you want to put the camouflage, or how you want to put it. So that's kind of how I arranged it, and he's got a cool walkie-talkie in his hand, so he looks great. I'm so happy I got these because Walmart had canceled mine, and I happened to be perusing through Walmart's website, and like they had them finally in stock. So I'm glad I was able to get those. And then the pièce de résistance, which I've been having so much fun with, and he came all the way from Germany, from the other side of the pond, and way overseas, is this incredible vintage Thunderstick from the Brave Star line. So I've been having so much fun with this guy because he has this incredible action feature, and I'm going to demonstrate it because I've got Marshall Brave Star here.
Oh my gosh!
I've just been having so much fun. So they both have a quick draw action, but Brave Stars is just your typical like. But this guy, you don't want to miss this, Michael. He's like draw.
Oh, that's really cool. That is so neat.
Because he whips out his little gun from his mechanical arm, and it works perfectly. And he just whips it out. It's so much fun.
I love it. That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's so
and
cool.
he looks brand new. This guy. Usually when you find these, they're very hard to find. And most of the examples I've seen, his cape usually has like molding spots on it, but this one looks perfect. And look at his suit and everything. It looks brand new. Like he looks pristine. All of his vac metal is really nice and shiny.
So good.
And I absolutely love it. And this is the hardest character to find out of the entire line. So now I'm like so into my Brave Star figures. I think I showed you guys last week, I got Deputy Fuzz, the little guy in the mine car.
Yeah.
I went out to the store Toy Depot in Whittier last weekend, and they had the Strata Coach, which is like the little coach vehicle. And I was gonna buy it, and I pull it out and bring it over to the register, and the guy's like, "Oh, that's already sold." So then I was like, oh man, like it would be so cool now that I have this guy and the other ones I wanted to build out my display. So then I start looking on eBay and I hunted down a Fort Carrium and a Strata Coach this week.
Oh my gosh.
So
There
they're
you go.
both on their way.
Oh my gosh. That's great.
One's coming from the States and one's coming from Germany.
Oh my gosh. That's
so I'm gonna have to totally rearrange some part of my toy room and reset up the display. But I am stoked and I'm just having way too much fun because he's like, sticking up, partner.
Oh, that's so cool. That's awesome.
I love it.
That's
having
so
too much
great.
fun with these boys.
Oh my gosh. Like I get exposed to like things that I would know like don't even know existed, you know, back in the day. So that's really neat.
Yeah. It's such a fun toy line. Like I absolutely love it. Totally getting into Brave Star. So Ace wants to know which toy store was it in Whittier? So it's a toy store called Toy Depot in Whittier. They have incredible stuff. They have Grail pieces in there, like so expensive. I think I did see I might have seen a Laser Power He-Man and Laser Light Skeletor.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
There was like a $1. Like they had a bunch of really cool stuff. They had carded things, packaged stuff. I mean things, but they were like really expensive. So I could not even like touch them. I was able to find like a missing piece for Handlebar. Like I needed his little tray, so I bought an extra figure for that. But they had a lot of really cool stuff there. And it's one of the stores we didn't get to go to because whatever day you came into the week, I think they were closed on like Mondays and Tuesdays, maybe. I got to look at their schedule, but then they were open the rest of the week. So we weren't able to get out there when you visited. But maybe next time you come in town.
Oh, yeah.
We can go because it's
That'd
awesome.
Be awesome.
I love that shop. Yes. Yeah. They have incredible stuff.
Yeah.
So fun toy hauls this week. It was great. And yeah, you know, love it.
Yeah, it's cool stuff. Yeah, I love that you're so into Brave Star. It's awesome.
It's like, you know, I never had any of these as a kid. I thought they were really cool. You know, how could you not love a space cowboy, right? So, you know, this was the first figure I bought a few years ago, and I've slowly been acquiring the rest of the line. And now just after getting Thunderstick, which he's like so awesome, I'm like, I gotta start completing the line and build out my like fort with like it has like the jail cell, the bank, and then I forget what the other part of it is, but it's like really cool. So and you park your horse in front of it, and it's gonna be this awesome display. So can't wait for that to come in.
Oh, that would be awesome. Yeah, Mattel should do Brave Star subset and Origins. Yeah, I think Mr. Home Arcade has like a bunch of Brave Star Origins customs too. So
oh wow,
those would be fun to actually do like a segment on at some point. Like just like, hey, what if they like dove into Brave Star?
Yeah, I mean that would be like a really, really cool, you know, crossover line for them. Oh, and then I was gonna give a big shout out to the amazing creative team at Black Major because I picked up this really cool Tiger Force lowlight.
Oh, neat. That's awesome.
Yeah. So he's got Tiger Force striping on his little outfit. Sorry, I'm just trying to focus him in, and even on his little beanie, he's striped. And he even did a Tiger Force beachhead, but he sold out of him.
Oh no!
So I really wanted the Tiger Force beachhead because he had the Tiger Force like orange sweatshirt and his little, you know, his beanie or his head, you know, what do you call it? His mask. So but he sold out of them. But I really love, you know,
what is it, a balaclava?
So this is gonna go. Yeah. So it's gonna go on my vintage Tiger Force shelf.
Very cool. Very cool.
Motu Origins Brave Star would make Rio Blast so happy. It would. We need some space cowboys. Does Mattel own Brave Star?
I don't know. Question. Yeah.
Maybe.
That'd be fun.
That would be amazing. That would be amazing. I mean, you know, Thundercats was owned by LJN, and then, you know, the licenses bounced around all over the place, and they were able to do that. So you never know. We'll be able to do Brave Star.
Yeah. Maybe it's coming next. Who knows?
Hey, Mattel, if you're watching, that'd be a cool crossover line.
Yes, totally would. Totally would. Yeah, because don't they have to announce a new one at SDCC, right?
No. Yeah, so we're giving you an idea now.
Or like, or is it every other year?
Yeah, like 2 months.
No, yeah. Just whip it up.
All they gotta do is flash a Brave Star sign and then like work on the development. Like
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Just give us the
coming
teaser.
in 2028.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh. Fun stuff.
That'd be so cool. Anyway, so if we don't have anything else,
I think that is it for this week. It's been fun.
It has been fun. So, okay, y'all, tune in to doihabits.com. Never know when cool news is going to hit. And then we'll see you all next week.
All right, y'all. Have a great weekend and happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there early.
Right.
So, yeah, hopefully you are doing something special for your spouse if you have kids. And if are there any moms out there watching, happy Mother's Day.
Have a good one, guys.
All right. Bye, y'all.